Hello, 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 hello. What day is it? Good Wednesday. Hello, squad. How are we doing? Hi, we're playing Coffee Talk. We're gonna play a couple visual novel games today. One has milfs in it, so I'm like very excited about that. But I looked it up. We only have like 4 days left for Coffee Talk. So I was gonna try to grind it out. Am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gail Naiman and Maruk. Didn't we already read this before? Whoa, what happened to my eyelashes? What's shaking, bacon? What's wrong with my eyes? Do you see this? We don't have time to fix that. It's a feature, not a bug. Hi, Dad. How are you? Wait, didn't I already play this day? Oh, no, we didn't. What did I say? Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. I love Neil so much. I can't do my eyes like this. Hold on. I had to fix that. My eyes are, like, transparent. What the foot? Hold on. That's because I was fucking with my green screen earlier. Hold on. Hold on. Pay no attention. Oh, God. Oh. 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 This is good enough. It's not good enough. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're back in it. Is there anything I can help you with? There's definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? No. Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? I love when he does the thingy, or when they do the thingy things. Well, why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind. Wait. I meant to move earlier, sorry. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. Also, I'm trying out the chat box. It doesn't even look like it works. I might just delete it in a minute. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job. Don't I fucking know it? The way I got like 3 rejection emails earlier today. I'm sick of this place. If you get it at all. Oh. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We're sorry for our spontaneity. Spontaneity? Spontaneity, that's what I'm going with. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Dot dot dot. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you'll give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Nonverbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. He's just autistic. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Amen, brother. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it'll make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay, let's start the night. Oh my god, we employed the alien! God bless. Welcome. Oh, holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Pinky, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. B&HA mention. For an alien invasion. Ha, it's not like that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned something since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. That was lame. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. Oh no. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. Ugh. What if I got back into writing? Wouldn't that be crazy? Wait! I was fucking around with my model this whole time and you guys didn't see it. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I swear I wasn't ignoring you, Kira. I did move it. I just didn't click update because I'm stupid. I love you. Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. I'm gonna delete the chat box actually while I'm... There we go. Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. I love you literally so much. I'm struggling. I'm kind of tired. I almost took an edible earlier, but I didn't. But somehow I'm still affected by it. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Okay. Chocolate always makes me feel better. With milk, and I feel like honey and chocolate doesn't go together, but maybe I haven't tried it. I made a spiced lady. That's cute. Here you go, m'lady. Here's your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. Did she get fired? What the and if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Ugh, I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. We have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It'll always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away, how fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? Dude, in my heyday, I was writing like 5,000 words a day. I always talk about this because I'm really proud of it, but also that was fucking dumb of me to do because now I haven't written in like a year and a half. I don't think I have the exact number, but full time. I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. Girl! Light work, no reaction. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. Is 15,000 a lot? That's like... I don't know. Like 5,000 is short. 10,000's like... Okay, I'm gonna stop judging. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily. Ha 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 ha, I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand, but we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again, but you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound like you at all, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. I love Neil. I would die for Neil. Hold on. I had to blow my nose, sorry. Oh, another guest. Oh my god! Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coffee with a little bit. So like double coffee and one ginger? Oh, that's cinnamon. Lamau. I hate bitter drinks. Jahe Tobruk. Your order is ready. Not bad. You didn't even drink it. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah, pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other? Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. That was cringe. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. She's on a date with Fish Girl. Oh, Aqua. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just we scissored in the back of my van, and yeah. I'm sorry, I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? Oh my god. I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. Where is Pinky? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Girlie was concerned. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here, anyway? We are starting to think that we need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here's the deal. I love meal so much. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Pinky. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella? What? What are you gonna do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. Do they really fuck a lot at what is it? Coachella. Do they really fuck at Coachella? Maybe I should go. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. That was a short-ass break. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? Scissoring. It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But... wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with your game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? That's quite a lot of things. There's quite a lot of things I need to publish. I wish I knew how to talk. There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI/UX. Oh god, huffed. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. She did lose her job! Rip. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. Hehehe. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. Oh fuck, I forgot to read her story today. Hold on. This one. Did I read the other ones? This one. Loving in Silence. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I used the word another, but to be honest, this was the first actual Saturday night date we'd done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby happened, so we, or I suppose I should say, weren't going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend, while she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. She's so me. The story's about me. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we can just order food online and chill without having to worry about the traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, any other aspects you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played. No talking during the playthrough. Total silence as if she was recharging spent energy from all the interacting she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. She made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and then we watched Netflix together with only a few words traded. Don't you feel bored dating me? She asked. Really, this again? I know, I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today, I thought you were mad at me. Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know, it's just that I'm super introverted, you're super extroverted, and there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how rarely you get the chance to do it. Why do you like me? You've asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know. I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure, she said, and started crying. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you. That answer again. Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized it's actually the best feeling I've ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? Who said I liked you? I was speechless for a moment. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good, it means you weren't lying about your feelings. She smiled. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair, I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So that was my introvert girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary, but I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least that's how I wish things could be, I thought, as I drove back home alone in my car in total silence. I didn't get it. The only reason to learn how to fly. It happened again, I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, you know, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Fuck the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have happened. The truth is, something did happen, something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me, she knew about my problems, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves, someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday, the fact I might have to choose between... I sighed. At least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem, though. She's right. You know, oh my god, my voice. Hold on. Excuse me. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump, I said. To die? That's not a... To fly, you fool. But if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell should I still care about all these boring, everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo, she said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. Okay. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way, but yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh, that's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burnt out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You'll take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. They're gonna go meet the parents. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend/vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Whoa. Every time she walks, I get jump scared. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you gonna close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house. I definitely won't say no. I love free things. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. This might be... Are we on the last day already? No, we're... I don't fucking know. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. Welcome. Oh my god, it's the twink guy. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. I wonder where your girlfriend is. Bro, you have the longest forehead known to man. Freya's not here? She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. But why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. Inappropriate things. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know? If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work, either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? Fuck no. It's part of the job. Why's that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. What the hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now? Including our interaction now. Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate. With ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. Did he say ginger? Ginger and cinnamon. I wonder if that tastes good. Bitter heart. Owen has a little heart. Here you go. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks. Say, Pinky, tell me about yourself. I like long walks on the beach. Just kidding. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Ha ha ha, oh man. I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright, but that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder what I should ask next. Oh my god. Hello, everyone. She's dead. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do, barista. What happened? You'd be better asking what didn't happen, because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company, because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'll need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso! Please. Okay. Be free. I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest, Freya. Just give me the damned espresso. Okay. This will keep me from falling asleep. Ugh. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice, but that also means things. And not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that... I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks for the coffee. I might make it through the night. She's gonna die in that corner. She looks horrible. She does, but don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this? No. But this time, the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight, and this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. I guess you should. It's the girlfriend! Not sure whether I should think it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. They better make up. I'm gonna be pissed if they don't. How... You first. No, you first. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh. Oh, of course, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Pinky. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. How the fuck do I make a gingerbread coffee, girl? Okay. Coffee, ginger. More ginger? Ginger coffee? But she wants gingerbread coffee. What would make it bready? Cinnamon? Or maybe honey? Gingerbread coffee. My dick is so fucking huge. Here it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any new jobs on at the moment because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. It went well in the end? It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? Girl. I'll tell you this, but don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Pinky, who's standing in front of us? Not even Pinky? Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe. Or tiredness. Or knowing that, chances are, we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual, but I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. What is happening right now? Am I a therapist? I mean, I guess I am. That's what I've been doing this whole game. It is, but a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. Oh, he said that to her. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. from a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire and I met a werewolf. Heh, what are the odds? What are the odds indeed? Oh my god, they're like foils of each other. And the werewolf and the vampire are in love, so that means that these guys are gonna make up and like make out. What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family, and I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway, for myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families, which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. Actually, the full saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So, like, the friends you make in life are stronger than the familial relationships that you were born into. Anyway, what should we do? Lua, yes, Baileys. Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do, after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people sounds great. Isn't he pretentious? You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and the perfect life that's the elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. Oh. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, I wonder if he's gonna like have a much shorter lifespan than she will. Once he loses the immortality. I believe in you. Oh my god! Oh my god, they kissed! It made up! Lua, Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So what's our plan? Tomorrow Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. And I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them. I'd rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of the world alone. Always slaps! It does! Like, that is the most romantical shit I've ever heard in my entire life. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Shoehorns my Lord of the Rings love into this game. As you should, though. You know, it's elves and succubus, but, you can substitute the succubus for, like, a dwarf, and then it's Gimli and... what is his name? What? Don't tell me. Legolas. There we go. What is that ship called? Legoly? Gimlis? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it and anything else later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Okay, girl. Get your man. Huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend, taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. She's roommates with fucking Myrtle. That's crazy. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Pinky. Yes, we're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See ya. Thank you for coming. And then we'll never see them again. I'm so happy for them. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through it till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Oh. Oh. Who's slamming my door like that? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's... Oh. It's Gala. What the fuck? Okay, I don't... What do you want, boo-boo? You gotta speak to me. Whoa. Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. I don't know his recipe. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in a fury like a normal customer. Trust me, he must have his reasons for coming here. ... He's tweaking out. Hold on, where's my phone? I have to cheat. Where the fuck is my phone? I swear I just had it. Oh, here it is. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Hold on. Hold on. Gala, Fury, drink, coffee talk. Hold on. We're totally not cheating. I'm reaching into my brain to pull out the recipe. Hold on. I think it's tea. It's not tea, milk, and ginger. Is it? We're going to the wiki, boys. His favorite drink is the Gala had. I gave that to him before and he said, oh. Oh shit. Okay, so he won't let me check it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Chill out, sir. You want some tea and milk and ginger? Here you go. Here you go. Please don't kill me. Serve Gala had when Gala turns into a werewolf. Here's your... Oh. Just take the fucking... Oh. Whoa. So I know he's not single, but like... Oh. Okay, bye. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. This place survived. I wonder if I could have like died there. Thankfully, yes, but I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get back all right by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See ya. Damn, that was crazy. He was sexy as a werewolf though. This might be the last day? I'm not sure. How many days have we done? I think we have 2 more days to go. So this one and the next one. Coachella 2020, do's and do nots. Oh, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with fire regarding immigration. Like ice, but it's fire. That's hilarious. Weird scene company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Welcome. Good evening, Freya. Oh, hi. When was the last time you slept? I still sleep like a normal person, you know. I slept for 6 hours. This is so Kira. Last night? No, I've slept for 6 hours this week. That's not healthy. Get some rest, really. I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So what's your plan now? Now as in right at this moment? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. And after that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Oh well. You know where the bathroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird, coming from the coffee shop owner. I know, you've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of the place, just write here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But... See? There's a customer coming right now. So don't you worry about me. Gala! Oh. Hey, buddy. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya. Pinky. I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. I'm not. That was kind of hot. Gala. Gala. Gala? How do I pronounce his name usually? Gala? 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 Gala. How else do you pronounce Gala? Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made, and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No, it's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty. At least a little. Alright, alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make sugar and spice? The one with cinnamon? Yes. A cup of sugar and spice, please. Okay. Coffee. Cinnamon. Honey? I love shoehorning honey into everything. Cinnamon honey coffee. Let's see, coffee, maybe double cinnamon? Cinnamon coffee. What makes it sugar? Cinnamon. I think it needs more sweet, but the only thing sweet is honey. Oh. Milk, maybe? Cinnamon milk coffee. Oh god, I'm running out of trashings. Coffee. I'm gonna try honey and then cinnamon. Sugar and spice. I'm so fucking good at this game. Sugar and spices for the lady with vices. Hey. Oh well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Gala, that's how I usually say it. Pinky, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday. after that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government-issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came, asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready. Just that it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at it in the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them, though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous, it's difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why, at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed right back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala, excuse me for asking this. Yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. And I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. That's what all them fucking band-aids is for. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? The same as yesterday. Fuck, what was it? Okay. Hold on, I lost my phone again. You're a gala pal? I sure am. He wants tea, milk, and ginger. Easy. First try, didn't even look it up. Here you go. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for helping me find this drink. Oh, by the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that that drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. It has to be warm, though. I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks, before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Phew. Okay, damn, who's slamming my fucking doors like this? What the? Oh, Rachel, what's going on? Ha, what else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella, just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Pinky, a cafe latte, please. Sure. Coffee, milk. Cats love coffee. Cafe, latte, milk. Fuck! Let me start over. Cats love milk. Wait, I didn't get to draw on it. Oh. I got nervous. Your cafe latte is ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father, and he messaged me about coming beforehand, said he was just going to wish me luck, so I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first, then my manager came, and... ugh. I don't know why he hates me so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh yeah, other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually, no one pays much attention to whoever's on first, but there are thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time, and then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am, thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you, but your managers probably work some of his influence too. Ha ha ha. So why are you here? Ugh. Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. Girl, you can't do this at home. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages at a club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time, because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. That's a red flag. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. He does cocaine. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party? That might be a bit too far. Huh? Uh-oh. Ugh, meow. Dude, your dad got fucked up. What the hell? Oh no, Dad! What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes, Dad, what happened? Pinky, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Meow. Triple milk, coming up. Just milk. Here. Oh, I'm knocking it over. Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? They're on the way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I've also contacted our Nekomimi expert personally. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. Dude, her dad got fucked up. Oh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Ha! Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. I hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place then. Will do. That was crazy. Chakobi Miruku. Okay. Is this the last day? I don't remember. Time is a social contract. Look at his butt! Police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex related buzz of the year. I was fucking right about the cocaine. Fight broke out during Coachella, culprits in police custody. Despite the arrests, Coachella will go on. Oh, her phone is so cute. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. Totally. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Pinky, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. No prob, Bob. The police was at the bakery with all that cake. That's funny. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. Heh, you and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. Ha, it is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. Bro, you're 2 days too late for that. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. That's what I just said. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh yeah. And she got fired. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it, because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a lot more problems. He helped a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone, so those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Phew. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Me too, though. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far. But he wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Oh. Speak of the devil. Rachel! Rachel, is Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate, dark? How do you make dark hot chocolate? Milk chocolate? Maybe just 3 chocolates? Chocolate. Black. Dark chocolate! I'm so good. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. Dude, I'm getting all the achievements. He's doing okay then? It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know, but still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him, when all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really needed to get away for a bit, so I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. I didn't know the coffee shop was named Coffee Talk. That's hilarious. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh, he didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No, it's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Hoo boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa, how did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards! They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing, and I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. I bet you there was so much fucking cocaine and hookers and blackjack. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Rich people get all the fun. You know, drug busts and beating up cats. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Pinky. Dude, that's crazy. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. It sure has. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see you. Bye-bye. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Oh, I'm so proud of all of them. The Grinch, green spicy and not everyone's cup of tea. That's crazy. Okay, I think this is the actual final day. 2 weeks later, yep. Oh my god, it's excited! I wonder if there's a way to get like a bad ending in this game. Coachella Festival proves to be a major boost for Seattle tourism. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. So, I'm not going to Coachella, guys. I've decided. Hello! You're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hey, yo. Hi, Freya. Huh, someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they? They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did they react to the draft? To be honest, they're not that excited about the story itself. A story with an unhappy ending, huh? That's what they said. But at this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it, I'm content with that. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower because they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough. Of course, they are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately, and some old-timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah, he brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any for me. I'm not sure, but he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. The last time I saw you was before your mini break? Yeah, we decided to go to Coachella. Oh god, they have herpes. Wow! That event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours at the festival was enough for us. So where did you guys go after this? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. Ooh, I want to see. They are girlfriends! Oh my god! I'm so happy for them. Oh, you guys can barely see it. Hold on. Look at the lesbians. Oh. And then I closed it immediately. Look at the lesbians. In this house, we love lesbians. Okay. You both look so cute. Oh, man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No, it was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there. So I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah, I helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? Oh, I'm still in the middle, sorry. No, not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. Oh god! Neil has herpes! Oh no! Oh no! Neil! That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe. Yeah, probably. They'd stand more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on, so soon? We were here for hours before you arrived, and we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Pinky. See you around. That was crazy. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. Are you by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah, she's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats! But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and her company is providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a really big deal in her office. Well, she definitely earns more than me. That's not saying much, Baileys. Ha ha ha, you shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. I could not freelance. I'm not dedicated enough. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought I would be done by... Honey, it's alright. Freya and Pinky have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey Freya and Pinky. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great, but not as great as you two lovebirds. You told her already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place, so they want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh yeah, that too. It also means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway. Don't mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Bailey's to your parents. How did it go? Man, her father didn't kill me at least. Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know? I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start. It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Bailey's, we need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're going to watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict. I didn't take you for someone who likes FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it. Hey, you always enjoyed watching me playing the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Bailey's. She worked on the game. Really? Oh well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie. Alright, catch up with you later, Freya. Bye, Pinky. Enjoy the movie. They're so cute. There they go. I'm so happy for them. They've still got a long way to go, and probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Yes. How will you write their story? As it is, it's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. Ha! That's one way to put it. Anyway. What's that look for? You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, there are some updates about the regulars. Tell me. Where should we start? Oh my god. Did Gala and them fuck or nah? Lua visits this place more often now that they live nearby. The last time they came, they were talking about catering and venues. Oh, they're getting married! Oh yeah, we already knew that. Hyde returned from his trip to Korea and brought gifts. Some are more special than others. Hello? He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it, bro. So Gala and what's his name do fuck. Aqua continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil... The only news about them are the 2 postcards they sent me. I love Neil. I hope he got rid of the herpes. Rachel is back at the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend coming back to the industry. And finally, Freya. She finished her book, got published, and have some signing sessions. Sadly, the book didn't sell well. She still... Oh god, I read too slow. She still visits regularly. Something. The end! That's kind of an abrupt ending. But not really. I don't know. That was fun, though. I love this game. It only took me 4 years to finish. So yeah, after this, I have another visual novel. Oh, let me see. Let's see. We've been playing for... Oh. Hello? Welcome. Hello, Pinky. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed. A bit too much. I learned a lot about how to live with your people since then. I assume it was a success then. Multiple successes. What's with the new look then? Just trying to blend in. It seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. So, is this Neil? I don't think it's Neil. 4 years and no one got herpes from Coachella. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not so long after your second visit here. Oh my god, this is Neil! Was he a bald guy in a suit? Oh my god, my voice. Yes. That fire agent. You've seen him? Yes, thankfully I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. So you finally noticed. To think that such power can be born from our kind. Am I also an alien? You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries, but there are some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Heh, interesting. So this is not Neil. We're like a time traveler. Okay. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Well, it happened a few times. First, when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then it was the first time Rachel visited this place. And the last one involved you on your second visit. I'm so confused. Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Can you show it to me? Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind. Oop. Never tried it, but let's see. Help Neil help you. You've beaten the main story of the game, but you haven't seen everything yet. What the fuck? So that was Neil. What the fuck? Neil's kind of a baddie, though. I'm flabbergasted. Anyway, we have another visual novel. That's the word. One with milfs. Do we want to play the milf one? Or do we want to play this other one? The milf one's like an hour and a half. So that would probably be the end of stream after that. But the other one's like 45 minutes. So I'd probably have to find something else to play. I do like milfs. Milfs it is. We love milfs in this house. Hold on. Let me get it all set up. Here we go. It's called Love on the Peacock Express. I've never played it before, but I downloaded it a long time ago because of a certain friend who I love and cherish. This is loud as hell, by the way. Let me know if I need to turn it down. Let's just start a new game, though. What is your name? Pinky? I'm excited. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I've probably said it like 50 times, but I love MILFs. So... Hello, rich mommies. Oops. Oh, hold on a second. I messed everything up. There we go. Okay. A light breeze slips through Kite Station as the Peacock Express pulls up on the tracks. This late in the summer, it's starting to cool down, and I'm grateful for my jacket. That's not going to stop me from going on vacation. I've been waiting for months. Please line up for the train in an orderly fashion. The conductor will take your passes one at a time. Despite her request, the crowd surges forward, jostling me into the very center. Dodging bags and wayward elbows, I squeeze my way into the actual line as the door to the train slides open. It's a full week trip from start to finish, weaving around the country with stops in half a dozen major cities. For once, I can kick back and take the ultimate scenic route. I forgot to change the game on Streamlabs. Hold on. Or on Twitch. I never remember. Love on the Peacock. Okay. My bad. For once I can kick back and take the ultimate scenic route. Tickets out, darlings. We have a lot of you to get through. Smash. The conductor fills the doorway with a burst of flair and color, her rich red uniform lined with gold. She winks when I catch her eye, and heat rushes up to my face. It'll be a while before she gets to me, though. You're first in line, miss. She's cut off by a ticket being shoved underneath her chin. The woman in front is tall, silver and sharp as a polished blade. If you would. Silver fox? Of course, ma'am. Wouldn't want to hold up a VIP. A bright smile from the conductor goes unanswered, and once she's ripped off the tab of the ticket, the other woman vanishes inside the main car. Smash. Next. I scoot a couple of steps forward when there's a gap in line, only to hear the conductor grunt with effort as two large canary yellow suitcases are urged right into her hands. Smash! Sorry, if you could help me with these real quick, I'll get out of your hair. No problem, ma'am. Look at her cleave. How many of these do you have? 5? No, 6. Excellent. It's hard not to laugh as the conductor tries to juggle the suitcases, ticket, and gracefully accept the woman's apologies all at once. The passenger does her best to help, but there are just so many bags. I'll be right back, everyone. She returns a moment later, smoothing out the wrinkles in her vest, and calls up the next person in line. It's an older woman with her hair cut short and clean, reaching into the pocket of her jeans and taking out a brown wallet. Then she hesitates, letting that one drop before pulling a black wallet from her jacket instead. Here you go, miss. Salt and pepper butch? Lamau. We love butches in this house, by the way. Head on to the back, but try not to be a stranger to everyone, okay? This is a pleasure trip. I'll keep that in mind. Wouldn't want to disappoint a lady. The scar across her mouth tugs tight when she smiles. A little flustered, the conductor waves her inside the train. And next... Oh, that's me. At least I don't have a lot of baggage to carry on board. Hello, sweetheart. Ticket, please. I'm white. Oh, you guys can't really see from behind me. Hold on. Hold on, we struggling. There we go. Wait, actually, not. Here we go. I'm so good at the streaming thing. Alright, there we go. She holds it up to the light for a moment before tearing off the shorter end and handing the rest of the ticket back. I wonder if the conductor likes her job. I guess I could always ask. Is this work as exciting as it looks? Her laughter is light, almost playful. I catch a twinkle in the conductor's eye as she looks me over from head to toe. What do you think? Exciting depends on your definition. It might be, depending on what you do for a living. I'm a private investigator. Like the classic stuff. Oh, like the classic type. Sniffing out clues, poring over files in my tiny office at home. I don't have enough cases to hire a secretary, though. Hopefully I will soon. Are you now? Interesting. Then shouldn't you know whether or not I like my job? Sharpen your eye, gumshoe. Oh. Her clothes look brand new, like they've just come right off the rack. Either the train company changes them with every season, or she hasn't been doing her job very long. Well, you make the fall colors look really good. Delight brightens the conductor's eyes. Can we fuck the conductor? I'm not sure how much that will show on my annual review, but I appreciate it. She's definitely teasing me. That could mean the conductor really does like her job, or she's being snarky to call attention to the obvious. Either way, she's pretty, and a little older than I expected at first glance. I think you like pulling my leg. You probably like it. I know a fake service smile when I see one. You probably like it. A low chuckle leaves the conductor's lips. Are you sure about that? There are so many reasons to smile. That's funny. The symbol on her hat doesn't match the one on the outside of the train. Not enough to make everything match, I guess. Her lip purses, and I think I might have struck a nerve. Uh-oh. My sartorial inclinations aside, how much did that really tell you? Before I can open my mouth again, the conductor hushes me with a light squeeze on one shoulder. Fun as it is to chat, there are plenty of people in line behind you, and I'm afraid your ticket wasn't an early bird reservation, no assigned seat. What does that mean? It means you have to choose who to share a car with. The whole passenger manifest is a mile long, so how about you make my life a little easier and choose from the 3 ladies that already came on board. I'm sure they'll all make for a charming company. She holds out a trio of tickets for me, and I take a closer look. Oh my god, which MILF should we choose? I wasn't expecting to have to choose so soon. This lady looks fun. And I do love fun women of color. I love butches, though. I also like mean mommies, though. So, like, all in all, this is an impossible choice for me. Can I have all of them, please? I'm gonna go with this lady. Because I'm a bottom, and she looks like a top. I remember the silver-haired woman, the one who had so boldly cut to the front of the line. A woman like that knows what she wants and how to get it. The thought gives me a little thrill. Plus, her behavior tickled my curiosity. Why had she been in such a hurry? I would like this cabin, please. The conductor chuckles, seemingly in anticipation. The VIP cabin, You're a lady with high standards. Unfortunately for you, so is its current resident. Let's hope you can convince her to let you stay. Oh, well, if it's a problem, I can... Move along, please. We're on a tight schedule. Whoever is behind me in line pushes me forward. I gather my luggage and make my way to the proper cabin, suddenly nervous about my choice. I was gonna say... What is that supposed to mean? Each cabin on the Peacock Express is as comfortable and aesthetically pleasing as it needs to be, but the VIP cabins are something else. The cushions are softer, the baubles are shinier, the seats more spacious. I'm surprised the conductor let some common passenger like me set foot in the VIP cabin, let alone occupy one. The sharp-looking woman from before sits in one of the seats. A stack of manila folders sits beside her, and she seems too distracted perusing papers to notice my entrance. Hello, don't mind me, I'm just gonna stow my things away. She's gonna yell at me. I shove my things in one of the compartments above my head. When I turn back around, her eyes lock with mine in a cold, steely gaze. The moment is brief, however, and she wordlessly returns her attention to her files. I sit in the seat across from her. It looks like we're going to be sharing a car for the journey. My name is Pinky, private investigator. Cassandra, charmed. In my head, this is Cassandra from Dragon Age. Just like modern AU Cassandra with a giant strap on. Anyway, wow, she didn't even look up at the time. I forgot Cassandra's not a lesbian in that game. I literally remembered that as soon as I said the strap on. Wow, she didn't even look up at that time. Look up that time. Talk about a frosty reception. Good thing I'm an expert at cracking open cold cases. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Excuse me. OMG, what? Was that about the strap-on or the Cassandra thing? I gesture toward the window and look outwards. It's a beautiful time of year to be traveling, isn't it? I was a little disappointed when I couldn't squeeze any vacation time in when it was warmer, but the sight of the leaves changing made it worth the wait. Both, maybe, I don't know. And this train is so enchanting. I bet it looks downright picturesque from the outside. A luxury train racing across the countryside. I hear a scoff. I turn to see that Cassandra has shut one of the manila folders in her lap, her lips pursed in a thin line. Astounding. It seems that VIP tickets mean absolutely nothing these days. Brr. Oh, you expected to have a car to yourself, I take it. Maybe that's usually the case, but it sounds like this ride is at full capacity. So yeah, looks like you're stuck with me. But trust me when I tell you, I'm going to be the most interesting and charming train buddy you could have. She rolls her eyes and starts to sift through another stack of papers. But you seem more like a woman of action. You're on a fancy train bound to travel the countryside for a week, but you're dressed as sharp as a tack like you're still on the job. You're digging through those folders, but you're not just browsing, you're looking for something. You have evidence in your hands, and you're trying to piece it together. Combine that with a freshly pressed suit and the desire for a private cabin, you are an agent for the CIA. Or shoot, you might be a Russian spy. Cassandra sighs heavily. She abandons the folders and, oh my god, I accused her of being a spy, and now she's reaching for something in one of her suit's inner pockets. I begin to sweat as she withdraws a tiny case from her pocket, opens it, and brandishes a deadly set of business cards. Cassandra, what are you... Be quiet and pay attention. Yes, mommy. Cassandra clutches the cards between two hands and twists, tearing them clean down the middle. She hands me the contents of one of her hands, tossing the rest back into the case. Given that you absolutely refuse to leave me in peace, I will humor you for the time being. In your hands are pieces of business cards from various sources. One of them belongs to me. If you can correctly guess my last name and what I do, then I might consider you worthy of my attention. My heart races. A test of deduction to impress a woman? Now this I can do. Before I sift through these business cards, let's have a look at Cassandra. Not only does that jacket look crisp and clean, it seems to be custom tailored. It fits her perfectly. No wedding ring, but I can see a gold watch peeking out from the edge of her sleeve. Between that and the suit, she's obviously pretty wealthy. She's also right-handed, judging by how she sorted through those papers. As for her physical appearance, the lines around her mouth and eyes, as well as that silver hair, put her somewhere in her late 50s or early 60s. She looks great, though. There's not a hair out of place. Her gaze is alert and confident, and her features are sharp and defined. Gosh, I hope I'm not blushing. At any rate, none of those details are screaming any one occupation. She could be a politician, a businesswoman, a clown in disguise, or a secret agent. Do your investigations usually require this much gawking? Of course, appearances can say a lot about a person. In my line of work, sometimes you really can judge a book by its cover. Interesting. We agree on that much, at least. Oh yeah? Well, you weren't exactly keeping your eyes to yourself just now. What do you think when you look at me? Get back to work. Yes, ma'am. I start to flip through the card scraps Cassandra gave me. For each one, the only information left intact seems to be the surname. The names are as follows. Batia, Fiore, Sanchez, Valdez, Ezra, Tamaki, and Kite. They're all different names, but wait a second. These business cards. They all look the same. Their designs are stunning. Why, thank you. She loved that. She loves compliments. It is rare to meet others with such subtle yet distinguished taste. Hold up, now that I'm looking these over, the name Kite rings a bell. Yes, that's it. We departed from Kite Station. Then that means your name is Cassandra Kite, isn't it? CEO of Kite Transit? For the first time, I see a hint of a smile from Cassandra. It's small, but it still makes me flush with pride. That's right, I'm a huge name in transportation and infrastructure. But that means you're one of the richest CEOs in the world. Right again. You can see then why I might have more important things to do than sit and chat with a random passenger. So there you have it. You prove that you have a few tricks up your sleeve, and I prove that I am a very busy woman. In other words, stop bothering me. Somehow her words only make me blush harder. I was closer to the mark with my first guess than you let on, wasn't I? Excuse me? Maybe you're no secret agent, but you really are looking for something. You seem really concerned when you were searching through those files. ... Don't take this the wrong way, but you clearly have a problem. The kind of problem a private investigator might be able to solve. Sigh. Very well. Yes, I seem to have stumbled upon a bit of a mess. You mentioned employing the skills of a private investigator? Where oh where could I find one of those in the middle of an extended train excursion? Well, I guess I could put my vacation on pause. Very well, consider yourself hired, Pinky, on one condition. You name it, you got it. Cassandra's eyes flit over me, then she holds my gaze. The terms are simple. If you can solve this debacle for me, I will reward you graciously as you are due. If you fail, however, you are not to speak to me for the remainder of the trip. Is that understood? Yes, ma'am, that sounds fair to me. So what's the job? Hold on, water break. Dude, my throat was so dry. I got nervous because of the MILF. She pauses one last time, considering. Then she picks her way through one of the folders in her lap until she plucks a stapled packet from its depths. Before we discuss any further details, you must sign this. I accept the packet and skim its contents. There's a lot of legal jargon, but I managed to glean enough meaning from it to understand its purpose. This is a non-disclosure agreement? Indeed it is. Consider it a formality. I love that she just has those on her person. A formality that would let you sue the pants off me, sure. In due time. Wait, what? Will you sign it or not? You're trying my patience as it is. I'd like to know a little more before accidentally signing my soul away to the devil. Devil or no, I can't tell you anything without knowing you won't leak internal secrets to anyone. You will sign it or we're done here. Well, alright, I'll just have to trust that there are no devil horns hiding in those silver locks. I scribble Pinky P.I. in the designated space. Cassandra accepts it and files it away. She then places the stack of folders on the seat beside her and faces me squarely, staring with an intensity that affirms the gravity of her situation. In simple terms, I believe one of my employees has betrayed me. Betrayed in what way? That is what I'm trying to find out. If someone means to have me removed from the executive board, I need to know who they are and how they are doing it. I see, so if you don't know what they're doing to sabotage you, how do you know that someone's after you in the first place? There have been rumors that I cannot ignore, so I had my secretary assemble as much possible evidence as she could find. Sure enough, I'm finding oddities. Numbers that don't add up, people in the company I don't remember existing. I just haven't been able to fully parse it all. It's all in front of me, but I don't know who the evidence implicates. If I don't identify the culprit by the time of my daughter's piano recital, I'm afraid it'll be too late. Your daughter's... Oh my god, I wish I could speak. Your daughter's recital? Yes, that was originally the end goal of this trip. I was going to have a pleasant train ride in a luxury cabin and arrive at our destination in time to see my daughter perform. Instead, I'm going to be racking my brain over these documents while the ghost of my job security haunts my every waking hour. Yikes, talk about poor timing. Can you tell me a little about your daughter? Just out of curiosity. To my surprise, Cassandra's scowl softens. Yes, of course. My daughter turned 10 last June. I adopted her when she was only an infant and have raised her on my own ever since. Well, except when I've needed to hire a nanny. I've been away overseeing a critical project for the past week and a half, and I'm eager to return home to see her and the product of her piano lessons. But if those rumors turn out to be true and I'm ousted from the board... She closes her eyes, then shakes her head. When Cassandra looks at me again, her scowl has returned. Enough small talk. Now that you know the core details, I need to know that you're committed to helping me solve this riddle. Will you help me? I look at Cassandra, at her well-pressed suit and perfectly styled hair. She is the very picture of an important, powerful woman, but here she is asking for my help. Maybe she was only humoring me at first, but I think now that all her cards are out on the table, she's really worried. After all, if she loses her job, it won't just be her that's affected. She's thinking about her daughter, too. Then again, she is one of the richest CEOs in the world. In all likelihood, she'll have some money to fall back on. Her pride might be what's in greater danger here. Either way, I can't shake the feeling that I got when Cassandra smiled at me. That feeling alone is enough to sway my decision. I stick my open hand towards her. Miss Kite, you can count on me. I'm on the case. Amusement shows in faint creases around her eyes. She takes my hand and shakes it. Glad to hear it, Miss Pinky. We'll start here. Cassandra gathers her stack of files and dumps them into my arms. On the top is a cover letter that says, "Here are the documents you requested, Miss Kite." A messy signature adorns the bottom. Placing the letter aside, I make my way through the files, skimming each of them as Cassandra speaks. The rumors actually started a few months ago. I thought little of them at first. When you're in a position of power, you hear whispers all the time, but their persistence demanded my attention. I kept a wary eye on our numbers, but never saw anything conclusive. It wasn't until I had everything in front of me that I realized just how serious the danger is. I want to agree with her and say that these reports look totally shady, but the truth is I have no idea what I'm looking at. They're so full of busy graphs and corporate jargon, I can't make heads or tails of any of it. Meanwhile, Cassandra's getting into full businesswoman mode, talking about quarterly reports and holdings and partnerships, somehow all in the same breath. Hey, Cassandra. She pauses and raises an eyebrow. Hold on. Oh, just kidding. I got a notification from Moyo Lab. I haven't checked in the Zenless Zone 0 yet. She pauses and raises an eyebrow. What is it? I don't think we're going to find anything just by looking at reports. I mean, sure you noticed a few quirks in the files, but understanding the big picture might require us to take a more humanistic approach. I don't understand what you mean. What I'm trying to say is that we need to understand the traitor's motive. Figuring out why they're doing this will help us narrow down our list of suspects. Numbers and graphs don't show motive though, people do. Cassandra frowns at this, knitting her brow into a deep scowl. She doesn't protest though. In fact, she turns to dig something out of her bag. Eventually, she plucks a photo from within and hands it to me. Here, this is a photo of the executive board of Kite Transit. My top suspects are circled in red. They have both the power and ability to dethrone me. Hot, we love a strong, independent woman. We really do. I examined the leftmost circled figure. She appears to be a middle-aged woman, a bit younger than Cassandra. That is our chief operating officer and my second in command. The COO has power over human resources. So you think the second in command might want to be first in command? Possibly. I've rejected quite a few people that she's wanted me to hire. Maybe she's grown tired of butting heads with me. If I was out of the picture, she'd be able to bring in as many of her people as she'd like. The middle figure is an older, balding man. It's the bald man. It's always the bald man. The chief financial officer. As CFO, he handles financial risks. He's meek, almost spineless really, but he's also the one to take whatever path leads to the most money. With me gone, he would be able to cut as many corners as he'd like and make inordinate sums of money, plus he'd know how to manage it all. So the motive here is money. To an extent, yes. I look at the rightmost circled figure. They seem to be a little younger than the others. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. That's the Chief Information Officer, or CIO. They manage our databases and keep Kite Transit fitted with the latest innovations in transport. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the bald man. To be honest, they aren't the type to grasp for money or power. They rarely express interest in anything beyond their computer screen. So why are they on the suspect list? Of the three, they're the one with the ability to manipulate data. Give some numbers a nudge in just the right places, and it can cause a chain reaction, eventually resulting in a disaster. A disaster which, naturally, would be pinned on me. Your suspects are your top board members? Huh. What's wrong? I guess no corporation is complete without its shady characters, huh? You seem like you have such high standards. Why do you even hire such untrustworthy people? You seem like you have such high standards. Why did you even hire such untrustworthy people? Cassandra raises her eyebrows. The corner of her mouth quirks for a fraction of an instant. I'm afraid you misunderstand me. The three are very capable, and have been invaluable workers over the years. As competent as they've been, however, that doesn't change the fact that one of them has questionable loyalties. You know how these old partnerships go. Spend too much time with someone and you grow sick of them. I just didn't expect one of them to be this spiteful. So basically, you think their primary motive is general animosity. That seems a little far-fetched, to be honest. There's usually some kind of catalyst, a final straw sort of thing. Have there been any fights between you and any of the other board members that may have pushed them over the edge? We often have petty squabbles over small things, such is the nature of the business, but there have been no major incidents in recent memory. Then why do you think that's the motive? Cassandra sighs. It's clear her patience is wearing thin. Nevertheless, she maintains her composure and reaches into her files again. This is the only proof I have that one of them is unhappy with me. Try telling me that isn't evidence enough. Cassandra fishes out the note and hands it to me. I examine it closely. I was kind of hoping the note would be written in a bunch of cutouts of letters from magazines and newspapers like in movies, but no luck. The message is handwritten on the kind of paper you'd find in an office printer. It reads, "I deserve your place." I found it pinned to my desk a week ago. Clearly someone is unhappy with their position. Unhappy enough to confirm my suspicions in very, very plain terms. But it makes no sense at all. I've been consistently generous with promotions, bonuses, and benefits. I've given them all that they have deserved, and none of them have expressed any desire for more. Why the sudden discontent? I look at the photo again, staring at each board member in turn. They each have similar plastered-on smiles, the kind you give for these obligatory group photos. Even Cassandra's expression is marginally less dour. One of these people must be the culprit. It's clear the note wasn't left by some random prankster. It had to have been someone with access to Cassandra's desk. Yet, as I consider each option, recounting what she told me about each suspect, something doesn't feel quite right. It's the assistant. Each suspect has a vague reason to depose Cassandra, sure, but none of them seem worth the risk. The motives are too weak. And if Cassandra is to be believed, there haven't been any serious disagreements recently that may have prompted the culprit to turn on her. No, there must be something else, some other factor that I'm not seeing. Let's look at this photo one more time. We have the CEO, the COO, the CFO, and the CIO. Wait a second. Cassandra said this photo includes Kite Transit's executive board. But if they're all in the shot, Cassandra, who took this photo? Cassandra scoffs and rolls her eyes. I think it's the biggest display of emotion I've managed to get out of her. What, may I ask, does this have to do with the case? You're not listening. I told you, these are the only 3 people who could be the traitor. I hired you operating under the assumption that you would take this seriously. I take my cases very seriously, Miss Kite. Miss Kite, this will go a lot smoother if you cooperate and answer my questions. I take my cases very seriously, so I just want to know as much as possible so I can get the full picture. Literally, in this case. Cassandra peers at me curiously, considering. Then she sighs and shrugs. You're right, of course. You'll have to forgive me. This whole fiasco has me flustered. My secretary! My secretary took the photo. Ironically, even though she isn't in the shot, she is the most reliable person in my life at present. She ensures every task is completed to the letter, even when it means staying late. She handles my appointments, filters my phone calls, picks up my morning coffee, performs nearly any task you can think of. And now she's sick of being an assistant and she wants the actual job because she thinks she could do it because she does everything for Cassandra. Case closed. My life would be chaos without her. She's been angling for a promotion for years, but I can say without a doubt that there is no person I would rather have handling my schedule. She is irreplaceable. Hearing that, an idea pops into my head. I rummage around until I find the cover letter again. I point to the scribbled name at the bottom of the page. Is this the secretary's signature then? Indeed, she gathered all the documents you see here, as per my request. I nod and hold the threatening note so that it is adjacent to the cover letter's signature. It appears that the two are written in the same pen. In addition, though the signature is less legible, there are a few quirks that are present in both documents. The lack of slope, the tiny lettering, the closed loops. There's no doubt about it, the person who signed the letter also wrote the threat. Cassandra, did you have any suspects aside from those 3 on the executive board? No, nobody else has the ability to affect these reports in such a way. But you don't have any definitive evidence pointing to any of them, and you say you've been fair to each of them in regards to pay and benefits. In a nutshell, yes. But you've been denying your secretary's request for a promotion. I have, but for a good reason. Does she see it the same way? Cassandra pauses. She watches me through narrowed eyes. What do you mean? Speak plainly. I mean, I don't think someone who is happy about their position would continue to ask for a promotion. Your secretary has been working dutifully, more so than most of the executive board it sounds like, but there's no payoff. That has to get tiring after years of hard work. With this in mind, don't you think there's a possibility that she could be the culprit? Damn, I'm good. I should become a private investigator in real life. Cassandra gives me an absolutely incredulous look, her eyes wide. Excuse me? I might have misheard. I must have misheard. It sounded like you said my secretary, of all people, is the traitor. That's right. If you'll allow me to explain. You've come to this conclusion after having listened to me rave about my secretary's reliability and loyalty? I don't think she's as loyal as you think. In fact, I think she's plotting against you. But that's impossible. She has no real power over me. She hasn't the money nor the status. Why, it would be like David trying to take down Goliath. Didn't David take down Goliath? Oh, didn't David win that one? And maybe this isn't the best time to correct her. I know it's hard to believe, but if you let me lay out the evidence, I think you'll start to understand. I certainly hope so. Now then, first of all, there are some unique quirks found in the note and the cover letter signature. Obviously the same person who wrote the note and the cover letter signature. We have to be nuanced about it. We have to be subtle, you know? Quirks? What do you mean? Little details in the handwriting. Things like how the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Everyone writes differently, so their handwriting is like a fingerprint. I see, so you're saying the same hand pinned both the signature and the note. Exactly. See right here? The letters are about the same size and they lean the same way. Plus, the ink looks to be the same. I see. There are a fair few similarities now that I'm looking more closely. That said, I hope you've considered more evidence than a messy signature and vague note. For sure, we have to consider the motive too. You might want to think about changing your secretary's job title to coffee fetcher. I think your secretary feels held back. You said so yourself, right? She wants to— I'm totally rizzing up this MILF, by the way. You said so yourself, right? She wants a promotion, but you keep turning her down. She wouldn't ask for a promotion unless she wanted to move up in the world. On the flip side, you've given the other board members benefits aplenty. They don't have as much of a reason to reach for more. In fact, seeing you give promotions and benefits to the people at the top probably frustrates her even more. What is it? Nothing. You have more evidence, I suspect? Yes, I have one more thing. Those files you said didn't add up, your secretary put them together. Get out some bread and mayo, cause those files are baloney. What if I'm gonna click that one? Cause it's funny, I can't, okay. Wait, do you actually make your own sandwiches? You don't? Of course not. I buy them pre-made like everyone else. Or rather, my secretary usually buys them if I'm in the office. Okay then. Anyway, what I mean to say is that your secretary had total power over what was in those files. You said so yourself. The numbers in those reports made no sense. She must have included false data and records. Records that could point to one of your coworkers as the culprit. And if you fired one of them thinking they were the traitor, well then you'd be the one getting your pantsuit off. And removed from the board. Good lord, I think you may be right. I expected Cassandra to get angry again, albeit at her secretary instead of me this time, but instead she sits in silence, a deep crease in her brow. Cassandra, are you okay? Certainly not. Would you be fine in my position? I've just learned that my most loyal employee has been lying to me, and I should be enraged at this, but I must admit, I feel strange. I can see her reasoning so clearly now. I can see myself through her eyes, and I fear I may be the one in the wrong. I stare at her, wondering if I heard correctly. One of the wealthiest CEOs in the world admitting she's wrong and a subordinate is right? If I hadn't signed a non-disclosure agreement, I would consider recording this. Whoops, she's still talking. Focus, Pinky. Cool it on the jokes. And yet, even if there was never any true danger, her actions are in direct violation of company rules. I should be thinking about firing her, not rewarding her with a promotion. She pauses again, consumed by indecision. Eventually, she looks at me and blinks in puzzlement. You're being unusually quiet. Don't you have any thoughts on the situation? Oh, I guess that's her way of asking me how I would treat her secretary were I in her place. Your secretary deserves more. You should reward her for her dedication. Your secretary has broken your trust and tried to ruin everything you've worked for. Give her the boot. Honestly, I say give her a raise, but also maybe punish her for threatening like that, because you can't threaten your boss, you know, like even if your boss is being a bitch, you can't threaten your boss. Boot? You want to give her the boot, Pepper? I don't know. I think the secretary was stupid, but I think she's valid for wanting a raise. But I'm a petty bitch. I don't know. Don't we want like a soft CEO MILF? No, we don't. Give her the boot. Fuck her. She deserves more. Oh. I read that too late, my bad. You're supposed to kick the bad guy's butt, not give them the keys to the city. Show her and everybody else who's boss. If you promote her, there's a good chance she won't be happy for long. She'll keep clawing her way up, breaking rules and ruining lives along the way. That's a good point. Like, I understand where she's coming from, but also she did try to get someone else fired and ruin her boss's life. It's a tough choice letting go of someone you spent years working alongside, but you've got to do what you got to do. I mean, you're the CEO, right? You probably do stuff like this all the time. That's CEO behavior, though. You are right. You're right. Which is more reason to give her the boot, because we have to keep Cassandra as the CEO. How are we supposed to be like a sugar baby if our CEO gets fired and sued and loses all her money? You know what I mean? This is purely for selfish reasons. I see. I will keep your suggestion in mind. I'm going to wait until I've returned to work to make that decision. However, it isn't one that should be made lightly, not when someone's livelihood is in the palm of my hand. It's a good thing you have a whole luxury train ride to think about it then. True, can't argue with your logic. Listen. I'm speaking out my ass right now. If I was in this real situation, I have no idea what I would do. I'd probably just cry and tell someone else to choose for me. Like Cassandra, but she didn't cry. Indeed, I'd much rather think about that than spend the trip in fear of losing my position. Or missing my daughter's recital, as it were. So I've totally convinced you then? Cassandra's lips quirk in a wry smile. Beyond a doubt, your evidence is sound and your deductions make much more sense than my clumsy attempts at sleuthing. You should be honored, detective. You are able to perform to my standards. Cry in a corner. I'm valid. It's significantly more than I expected from a strange young girl barging into my train car, to say the least. Heh, it's kind of a habit of mine now that you mention it. Oh, and Cassandra. Yes, I'm glad we solved this mystery together. Not just for my sake, but for you and your daughters too. I think you're a kind person underneath the cold businesswoman exterior. Oh, really? And do you have any evidence to support this claim? Why don't you take off the pants and let me... Anyway. Plenty! You've made a point to shrug it off, but you clearly care a lot about your employees. You give them the benefits they deserve, or mostly, and you value them despite their flaws. You were empathetic about your secretary's skills, and heartbroken when you learned she lied to you. And don't think I didn't notice how soft you got when I asked about your daughter. How about it? Do these deductions sound about right? Cassandra smiles again, peering at me with a knowing gaze. I venture that certain inclinations may cloud your judgment in this instance, but thank you, that is generous of you to say. Cassandra looks at the files scattered around the cabin, at all the graphs and charts and records. I suppose we won't be needing these anymore. Do you want help putting them away? No, thank you. This is one mess I can take care of myself. Cassandra gathers the papers unsorted, understandable given that a good portion are full of false data, and stores them in her luggage. When she finishes, she sits beside me and breathes an exhausted sigh. I lean back into the cushy seat and do the same. Ahem. I definitely do not think about the fact that it's the closest Cassandra has sat next to me. I look across the cabin to the window. The sky has started to turn colors, blushing shades of red and pink as the sun sinks to the horizon. We're well into the countryside now, racing past distant hills with the occasional farm dotting the fields around us. At one point, we pass some kind of ranch with a field full of horses. I turn to point them out to Cassandra. Rich people love horses, you know, only to catch her staring at me. You know, I nearly forgot. I promised you a reward for your efforts in the event of your success. What? Oh, right, you did say that. What did you have in mind? Well, money is easily given, as are tickets to travel wherever you please. Yet I can't help but feel as though you deserve a little something extra. You've displayed exemplary wit and charm. It would be unfair to give you something that requires so little effort on my part. Hey, don't worry about it. It's what I do, you know? Hold on, did you say charm? Cassandra smirks. For a moment, she looks almost devilish. I have an idea. I've spent all this time talking about myself, yet I barely know you. We have quite some time left in this trip, so why don't we spend it getting to know each other? Getting to, oh, yeah, I mean, yes, I think I would very much enjoy your, company. Cassandra laughs in earnest. My face and ears are undoubtedly competing with the sunset's flushed hues. I look away in a feeble attempt to hide my embarrassment, but long fingers trace along the edge of my jaw, guiding my attention back to Cassandra. She's rizzing me! Don't be shy. She tilts my chin with a knuckle. Despite her command, I am left speechless. She frowns, disappointed. I've always been a proponent of delayed gratification myself, but she brushes her thumb across the very edge of my lower lip. My pulse leaps at her touch. I suppose young blood burns hotter than my own these days. I wouldn't want to lose my edge. Hey, yeah, you can't let yourself get out of practice, right? Oh, the art style change was crazy. Cassandra doesn't answer, but smiles and looks over my flushed expression. Then she tilts her head and guides me forward. Her kiss is firm, but not passionless. It lingers, but not nearly long enough. I rest my hand at her waist under her open jacket where it's warm. This is cute. They're so in love. Instantly. I lean forward, offering another kiss, but she draws away with a soft chuckle. Eager to please, are we? Let's put that to use and find a more enjoyable way to spend our evening. Yo, I'm about to get finger blasted in this train car. I catch myself nearly swooning at the suggestion. I shake the feeling with an enthusiastic nod. Yes, ma'am. Cassandra laughs again. I feel a hand at my hip. Good girl. Is that the end? That was it! Yo, I'm not mad at that. That was short, but it was fun. I love her. She reminds me of, what is her name? Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. Like the silver fox thing, the businesswoman, the daughter, even though Miranda has 2 daughters. I don't know. I love a bitchy businesswoman, you know? That's my type. Should I try another route or should I switch to the other game? The other game is super short. It's probably closer to 30 minutes than 45 minutes. And we could probably play this again if anybody wants to see it. Your giggle was cute. I love women! In this house, I love women! I'm gonna play the other one. I'm gonna leave the song on in the background though for you guys while I open it. Okay. It's called Delicious Date. So hopefully that's fun. Goodbye, Cassandra. Love of my life. There we go. Delicious Date. We're gonna have to get cool about some stuff really fast here. Hold on, let me change this category. It's not even a category. That's hilarious. What do I do if it's not a category? Do I just kill myself? I'm just gonna turn it to like just talking. Just chatting, that's what it is. Okay. Delicious Date. I don't know anything about this game except for the things that I do know about this game. Anyway, new game. Let's just get into it. With much apprehension and dread, I approached the charming restaurant as if it were the worst place on earth. And apparently, the worst place on earth had many great 5-star reviews. And although I'd never personally dined at the restaurant myself, I wanted to trust the opinion of my date. Did I actually change the thing? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work. And now I'm nervous. Alright, hold on. Okay. Although I'd never personally dined at the restaurant myself, I wanted to trust the opinion of my date. I'm really going on a date right now. Oh, fuck. Me. I pushed through the entrance of the bistro, my heart hammering in my chest. The bell signaled the host to greet me with a practiced smile. Welcome. For how many people? 2. Right this way. I followed behind them and stared at the back of their shoes as they guided me to a seat beside a large window. The interior decor captured the feeling of spring. The walls and furniture were covered by warm colors, exuding a tender atmosphere, while plants hung from the ceiling. 12:30 p.m. Bistro bell. 12:30 p.m. Bistro bell. What does that mean? Oh, I've repeated those words a million times, both consciously and unconsciously, but I still worried that I would forget the details of the date. I checked the time on my phone. It was only 12 p.m., yet I was already seated at the restaurant. Oh, go away. Would he be turned off if he saw I was 30 minutes early? Oh god, it would be a disaster if this ended up giving him the wrong impression of me. My nerves couldn't even handle the idea of going on a date with someone, and now that I was here, I felt nauseous. This is really happening. After days of rejection and being rejected on the cursed dating apps, I had finally matched with a guy just last week, and a cute one no less. And days of talking, mostly flirting, have led to this very moment, but I might not make it through the end, or the beginning. I think I'm gonna pass out. I flinch at the sound of the bell and the host's welcome. I seriously need to chill out. For how many people?
Someone's already waiting for me at a table.
I didn't know there was going to be voice acting. That voice sounded familiar. It was speaking to my ear at night through the phone. Right now, the sound of my racing heart filled my eardrums.
Looks like they're over there.
The blood rushed from my fingers, the heat draining to the top of my head. Slow, deep breaths, in and out, in and out. I almost jumped when a hand splayed on top of the table, or what I thought was a hand. It was actually a black glove with pointed nails. Must be a fashion statement?
Hi.
But the voice was undeniably his. I looked up from the table, which I had forced myself to think was very interesting. The man before me left me frozen and speechless. It's a Monster Boyfriend visual novel, yay! A pink sweater fitted over a white button-up shirt made him appear charmingly sweet. Long bangs swept over one of his eyes, while the other was fixated on me as if I was the center of his world. He greeted me with a wide grin, his sharp canines sticking out of his upper lip. Oh no, I'm in deep trouble, he's so cute.
I thought I was the early one, but it looks like you had me beat.
My mouth felt dry and thick. I clenched and unclenched my fingers that were pressed on my lap. Don't be weird, just say hi. Is that bad?
Not at all. I'm glad to see that you're as eager as I am about our date. It makes me very happy.
Oh god.
It's nice to finally meet in person. Although...
What? Angel stared at me quite intensely. I tried to restrain myself from fidgeting under his scrutinizing eye. Do I look strange? I triple-checked myself on my phone's camera, though.
You were so much cuter in person than in the photos you sent me. I'm tempted to just look at you all day.
Whoa. No way, I think you're the cuter one. Me? Cute? That's a bit of an exaggeration. I think he's cute.
Nuh-uh. You're adorable. And you can't change my mind. Can I tell you a secret? I've been so nervous about this date ever since we agreed to it. And now that you're here right before me, it's only gotten worse.
He's cute.
You already have this effect on me.
Oh.
Imagine what you'll do to me throughout the day.
Sir. That's quite far-fetched. To be honest, I also felt the same way. I'm affecting you? Jabs is very interested in this game very suddenly. Hi, Jabby. I love you. I'm affecting you? If only you knew what you're doing to me.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I said I was hungry. Ha 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 ha. Even though Angel said he was nervous, his flirtations make me feel otherwise. I thought he was suave before in his text, but this is on another level. I'm loving it. Just like our previous conversations on the phone, I was drawn to him.
Oh, how inconsiderate of me. I never asked how you were doing. I kept babbling about myself and forgot to take care of my date. It's the nerves getting to me.
Seeing him like this makes me want to tease him a little bit. This is entertaining.
You like it when I fumble?
I wouldn't word it like that, but it is reassuring that you're not perfect.
I can be the imperfect man for you, if that's your type.
Just be yourself, silly. Maybe it helped release some of the tension as his shoulders slightly relaxed.
Seeing you act like this is quite surprising. And alluring.
I love his sharp teeth. There was a wild glint in his eye, and I wondered whether I had made a mistake or if I had succeeded instead. Yet both possibilities felt thrilling. I'm either going crazy or I'm actually this lonely.
Have you taken a look at the menu yet?
No, I was waiting for you, just the drinks menu, or yeah, I did, everything looks so good. I was waiting for you. It's a date after all, we should do things together.
You're absolutely correct.
You sound like you're blushing and kicking your feet when you laugh. I'm so easy to rizz up, it's not even funny.
Let's order together then. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat anything before this.
Okay, before we go further, I need the chat to know there may or may not be themes of am I allowed to say vor on Twitch? I don't know. Pinky, I'm having a time. Listen, bless your soul. I love you so much, Javi. I hope you enjoy.
I could devour everything on the menu.
This is so funny. Yes, please. Yes, me too. As soon as I saw that tag, I had to download this immediately. Not to be. Anyway, I'm totally normal. I'm a normal person. When he spoke these words, his one visible eye seemed to be staring at me, but with his bangs in the way, it was hard to tell. Shaking that thought away, I scanned the items on the menu. When the waitress came to our table, she wrote down our choices and left, but not before her gaze lingered on Angel. A twinge of possession caused me to glare at the waitress's back. Angel smiled at me, unaware of the short-lived, dark feeling I had felt a few seconds ago. There is definitely something going on with me.
Hey, baby.
Oh. What did you just call me?
Listen carefully, baby.
Okay! I'm normal.
I finally have your attention.
I hope you know I stopped playing HSR to get my laptop so I can tell you this. I'm unsurprisingly down bad. I love you so much, Javi. I love that you and I are so cosmically aligned.
Maybe baby isn't the right term for you. How about dear? Sweetie? I think sweetie might suit you better. You look so sweet and cute.
Don't worry, girl, I featured to Lulu. Again, pelting me with compliments. But I liked it. I didn't like it, or I love it. It sounded believable coming from Angel. That's very nice of you to say. Stop it. You keep describing yourself. I should learn lessons of self-love from you.
You're kidding, right? Just look at you.
Okay.
Especially in that outfit of
Okay,
yours.
I'm getting rizzed. Okay, wait, we need to calm down.
Knowing that you wore it for me sends butterflies to my stomach.
The voice makes it better. I do
Now
love
I'm
his
feeling
voice.
a bit self-conscious of my own appearance. Maybe I should have chosen something better to wear.
He's so cute. Is he humble bragging at this point? You look presentable. I like what you're wearing. It's fine. I like it. It's cute. I like it when boys wear pink or like salmon colors. But every boy has like a pair of salmon shorts. It's something like something that astounds me every day. His little teepees, Pinky baby. Listen. We won't speak of it.
Sweet as always. You make me feel comfortable in my skin. Still, I would have liked to make an excellent impression on you.
Yeah, he has to be joking. He's fucking adorable in that pink sweater. That's what I'm saying, me. Looks in my drawers at my single pair of sandwich shorts. Because why? Who bought you those shorts? Did you buy those shorts yourself? I wanted to rip it off of him. Oh my god. Snuggle into it or wear it myself. Is there... Hold on. I gotta look. Hold on. Delicious date. I need to know if there's like a sex scene or something before I make some choices. There's vorophilia, cannibalism, question mark, gore and one ending, profanity, and shaking screen. So there's like no sex scene, so it's fine. Rip it off of him. Bitch, maybe? The instant the thought materialized, I grabbed my cup of ice water and chugged it down.
Are you thirsty? Do you want to drink mine?
I can drink something of yours. No, I'm good. That was enough for me.
I hope I haven't disappointed you.
That's my line. I am very disappointed. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. You're not gonna disappoint me. And if you did, I would try to escape.
But you haven't. Then it's a sign that I am doing something right. How can you be so lovable? If we had never agreed to meet in real life, I wouldn't have found out this part of you. It's nice to witness the real you. I'm happy we're here together.
He's rizzing me. I'm rizzed. That was really moving. I admit you're somewhat different than I imagined. I still find it hard to believe. You're different than I imagined. From our text messages and phone calls, you seemed a bit reserved.
I was being careful and didn't want to weird you out.
Oh, he's so cute!
I'm aware I can be too much, particularly towards people I'm fond of.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I can be a weirdo too sometimes.
Not in my eyes. Everything you do pleases me.
I wish I had his level of rizz. You do, bitch! The fuck? The waitress returned with our food. Once she left, I immediately turned my focus to the dish before me.
Wow. Oh, it looks delicious. But there's something that's even better.
Which is... Angel took a minute to contemplate his response.
I'll show you some other time.
Oh, he's gonna eat me.
Instead, do you want to try mine?
Angel lifted a spoonful of his food and aimed it towards me. The gesture left me shocked and bewildered. OMG? Beef fat?
How is it? Good?
I'm so sorry. I can't taste a thing. My nerves have gotten rid of my sense of taste. It's delicious. Angel's mouth widened into a proud smile. Then he opened his mouth, an expectant eye gazing at me. No, daring me. I feed him. Of course I'm gonna feed him. I poked a piece of my food with a fork and offered it to him. Angel closed his lips around the portion of food. My eyes were mesmerized by its soft plumpness, following his mouth even when he retreated back to his seat. Oh my god, be gone, dirty thoughts. I tried to recollect myself despite my heart pounding loudly against my chest. Whoa.
Just as I thought. Delicious.
This is a bad idea to stream. I need an adult. He licked his lips, his eyes staring at me as he did so. This is getting dangerous.
Don't be shy to ask for more of mine, sweetie. I'm always happy to share it with you.
I won't refuse if you'll be feeding me. You can also have some of mine. Thanks for the offer.
Wow, that made my heart skip a beat. I can feed you all the time.
An awkward silence settled between us. The only sounds were the clinking of our utensils against the dishes and the noises outside of our failing intimate bubble. Angel's been the one who's driven most of the conversation so far. I should say something first this time. But what should I say? Ask what he does for fun, compliment him, ask if he's dated anyone. What do you do for fun? Angel, do you have any hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
I do. I love to eat, so I like to try out restaurants.
Bro, he's gonna fucking eat us whole. He's gonna reach over and just chomp our little heads off.
I'm what you call a food connoisseur.
And that is not a negative thing. That is not a turn off for me. No wonder you know the best places to eat. The food here has been amazing.
I'm glad you like it. It makes me so happy watching you enjoy the food. I know I'm parroting my words, but I'm having a lot of fun today. Despite my prior anxiety, being with you over time has melted away the worries. You turned out to be my soothing bell.
If only we could be so lucky. I'm still tense. Your pretty words won't work. Soothing bell. I'm still tense. He made me nervous. How he looked at me, how he spoke, and how he was adoring me amplified my fear of ruining the date.
You can talk to me about it. Or are you nervous?
Well, I guess I'm afraid of messing things up.
May I offer a solution?
I nodded, allowing Angel to continue his self-help speech.
Just enjoy the moment rather than fear the unknown. Life is too precious for that.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Don't worry, sweetie. I'll make your life so fun you'll forget how to be afraid. Anyway, thank you for telling me your feelings. The first step to a healthy relationship is communication. I'm very happy. I think there might be a connection between us. You feel the same way?
Oh, he dipped his chin and looked at me like a puppy waiting for his owner to tell him what a good boy he was. Thank you for telling me your feelings. That's a quick assumption. I don't know. It's still too early to tell. I do feel the same way. It is not too soon to tell. I don't know. Nothing's solidified yet.
That means I have to try harder. I'll do my best to make you like me.
I think I'd like a second date. We should stop seeing each other after today. It'd be best if we were friends instead. A second date. Right now.
I do too! Where should we go? What should we do? I'm happy to do whatever as long as it's with you.
His eagerness is quite infectious. I found myself mirroring his goofy smile. Oh. Was that Angel's stomach growling? It sounded pretty monstrous. Wipe his ass right now.
Sorry, I'm still hungry.
I have something you can eat. You can order some more if you'd like.
I would, but I want to eat something else. I have no desire for the stuff on the menu now.
Oh, is there someplace else you want to go to? He steadied his gaze on me. There was something predatory about how he looked at me. It ignited my body, and I couldn't help but squirm under his eye, wanting to hide. He licked his upper lip and smiled.
I feel incredibly lucky to have met you. You're so cute. I really want to eat you up.
I'm normal. We're normal in chat right now. I could say the same to you. Keep this up and I might eat you up. I don't think I'm that delectable.
Is that a promise?
No, it wasn't.
I would have loved it if it was. You are truly the best choice for me. You were just so appetizing, heavenly, divine.
Baby, we're never normal. We need him. Whoa, those are some very exaggerated qualities. Oh. Oh. Did anybody see those wings? Also, I'm getting rizzed the fuck up by this man. He wants us inside of him. What the? Did you see that?
See what?
Was I imagining it?
Is something the matter?
You just got doki doki there for a second. Nope, I'm just enjoying our date. Must have been a trick of the light. You look different for a second. No, I'm just enjoying our date. You could eat me if you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Ah, something we have in common.
Our conversation fell into a lull while we digested our food. Angel, however, kept rubbing his palm against his neck as his eyes shifted from my face to the space beside me. What is it, Angel? It seems like you have something to say.
This might sound really weird to say on our first date, but may I?
Oh.
devour you?
Excuse me? Angel had a way to catch me off guard, but this time his unexpected question stunned me motionless. I was very much baffled. I'd like an explanation.
You're right, I should have explained myself first. Now I've made myself look like a total creep.
A shadow fell over his face, causing my body to tense up in alert. Yes, I swear to God, if you say anything other than yes, I'll kill you myself.
To be clear with you, I want to feast upon you.
Yo.
Gobble you up, flesh and bone.
I'm trying to keep the things I say Twitch appropriate, so I'm not saying anything.
Savor your sweet,
Oh!
addictive flavor on my tongue.
Yo!
From the moment I saw you,
Yo!
I knew I needed you against my lips.
Sir, please. That's a really good joke. I kind of want to do the same to you. That oddly sounds really hot. Hot? We're going with hot.
What? I mean, what?
Okay, I'm in love. Me too, bitch. The fuck?
I'm being serious, sweetie.
Me too, bitch. The fuck?
I want to eat you.
Oh.
No, I will eat you.
Yo, we're about to get the good ending. Should we go to a hotel or something? It's still fairly early, though.
Maybe this will be proof enough.
Listen, I love that he's not believing that I'm into it, but I'm so into it. The space around us drained of color and lively activity, as though life itself had been siphoned away, leaving behind a haunting stillness. The soft hum of conversation dissolved into eerie silence. Shadows crept across the floor, distorting the shapes of familiar objects, twisting them into something grotesque and unrecognizable. What I thought had been a warm, bustling restaurant just moments ago was nothing more than a sinister illusion. No, it was a trap all along. And the mastermind behind it, who had once smiled so sweetly to me across the table, revealed the sickening truth with a cold, knowing grin. The smooth, warm-colored walls now stood cracked and dull. The windows, once gleaming, were coated in dust, obscuring any view of the outside world. The tables that had been set so neatly were now stained, chipped, and weathered as if left to rot for years. The thick air squeezed my lungs and tightened my throat, leaving me struggling to breathe. The reality of it all closed in, suffocating me. My body swayed, ready to collapse. Oh! Angel's figure began to shift, twisting and warping, until what sat across from me was no longer human. The monster stared at me with a frigid gaze, as if analyzing my terror. How and when did this happen? Maybe it had occurred the moment we connected on that stupid dating app. Was that also predetermined? I didn't know what was surreal and false anymore. In the end, everything was a lie portrayed by Angel's illusion, and I fell for it. Do you understand what's happening now? Fuck. Can I persuade him to let me go? Why am I into this? I'm going to get fucking eaten? I'm into it. Did I just unlock a new king? Sweetie, there's a limit to how much I can indulge you. Although I would find your naivete cute in any other instance, I'm too hungry to listen to reason. But I'm not unkind, and I do have a bit of an attachment to you. I'll give you an opportunity to beg for your life. Can you eat me gently? You're disgusting. Maybe I can help you instead. I'm being so genuine, though. Eat me gently. That's it? You want me to eat you gently? Was that too much to ask? This is so fucking funny. Sure, I'll eat you nice and slow. That sounds really suggestive. Wow, what a gentleman you are. Better idea, you can eat someone else nice and slow. What a gentleman you are. Eat me out and then eat me. Gentle monster? I'm so glad you're the one eating me. I can't imagine someone else doing so. I treat my meals properly, especially appetizing ones. The sarcasm seemed to have flown over his head. You've certainly given me a reason to mull things over. Oh, his face is so cute. This was supposed to be easy, and now it's not. Is love this complicated? His sudden dilemma was an opening. This was the opportunity to strike. May I make a final appeal? Yes, go ahead, sweetie. I advise you, however, to speak carefully. Thanks. What should I say? I had to be cautious and thoughtful of my next words. My life depended on it. Am I abnormal for being attracted to you this way? I really like you, Angel. Are you so sure you won't miss me? I really like you, Angel. I don't want to be separated from you. Is that so? His bark of laughter made my body tremble, goose flesh rising on my arms. Be careful what you wish for, sweetie. Desperation made us do stupid things. In my hopeless madness, I attempted to beg for my life, cry, run, or kiss him. I'm not against this. The game wants me to be against this, and I'm so not. I stood up and leaned across the table. As I inched my face closer to his monstrous one, a single thought occurred to me. How the fuck do I kiss him? I closed my eyes and hovered uncertainly over where his lips should be, though there were none, only teeth. Very large, sharp teeth that he wanted to use on me. I planted a quick kiss that barely touched his skin, but he felt it. He had to. His expression. I opened my eyes and a singular pupil stared back at me. I feel heat radiating off of him. Sweetie, you naughty, naughty thing. A kiss on the first date? Already? You move so fast. This isn't good. I might become addicted. Angel's steady eye regarded me thoughtfully while his posture relaxed into what looked like defeat. He sighed, accepting his loss. We're not gonna get eaten! I came on too strong, I'm sorry. His wings glided into his back until they disappeared as his monstrous form shrunk, returning to the human husk that I once admired. Now that the rose-colored lenses were shattered, I could perceive all the abnormalities of his body. Why do I still think he's cute? There was something messed up about me. I have to admit, I would miss you terribly if you weren't alive to accompany me. The date was pleasant, and I wasn't lying when I said you were incredibly adorable. Especially when your cheeks turn pink after I compliment you, like what they're doing right now. I'm not blushing. Angel snickered at that, a charming sound to my ears that caused my rosy cheeks to redden more. I'll prove you wrong in ways that you can't comprehend. Damn it! I fucked up, y'all. Oh. I'll help you find many things about yourself that you didn't know. What you enjoy or fear, what you hate and love. I can't wait for many more dates with you. But if you can't satisfy my heart more than my stomach, I'll have to tear you apart. It's a deal. We got the love ending. I wanted the eaten ending. Fuck. I should have been more scared, huh? I shouldn't have been as into it. That was fun, though. Maybe we'll try and get the other ending another time. He's so cute. I wish this was like a full, like, visual novel that, like, slowly led up to him being revealed to be a devil? Question mark? Why can't they be one and the same? That's what I'm saying, Jabs. Love is stored in the stomach, so you should eat me. They did say they would eat you, but only if I stop satisfying his heart. So I should become an abusive ex is what you're saying to me. And then he'll eat me, and then I'll be happy, but he'll be sad. Let me find somebody to raid real quick. They would just have to be bored with you, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for going on that ride with me. Let's see, who can we raid? I don't think the vibes will be the same no matter who we raid, but let's see. Let's try, let's see, this person. Thank you guys for joining stream today. It was really fun. I wasn't sure if only visual novels would be exciting or like interesting, but it was pretty fun for me anyway. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you on Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. What? Colorado time. Okay, thanks guys. I love you. Wait, hold on. Ending screen. There we go. I love you guys. Bye. Bye bye.